Check 1, 2. There's 4 people. Cheapers, that was quick. Hello, everyone. This is a very relaxed, I just got the G2, popped on a few games. I'm busy running a benchmark test, the 3D mark, the wildlife test, just a recommended mobile test to do. I'm just running it to RP5. The reason for that is because I've seen some speculation that this is actually the G2 is better in performance, specifically the GPU performance is better than the RP5 and the RP6. So that will be interesting. Obviously, I do have a Gen 2 chip here, but I'll rather do that when the version 6 comes along. Good morning, gadget time. Indeed it is. Yeah, hey man. Yeah, this is a very relaxed. I usually come like super prepared and freak myself out, but I'm not going to do that. Your device is too powerful for this test. We recommend using wildlife. I'm using wildlife. It's very interesting. So I didn't get a reading. Maybe I should try a different test. So I'm just busy benchmarking it. Let's do that one. Wonder if I can do that on here. I'm busy benchmarking because apparently this thing's quite a good performer. Really? Is this the first showcase? Okay, well, I'm just going to be chilling here for a while, testing things out. So if you have any questions, let me know. I've unboxed it. All I've done is popped a few games on. I'm going to, a lot of people for some reason asked if the speakers are better. I'm pretty sure this is just the same thing with a better chip in it. I was inspecting it when I was just filming the unboxing. Everything feels the same. The exterior is the same. The only thing I noticed is that this plastic is a little bit more textured than this plastic, but I mean, it's a different plastic. This is the clear back plate that I got. Doesn't look like it, but it is. Yo, what's up, people? Hello, Henry Heck. How's it going? I hope I'm loud enough. I'm pretty chilled here on my own in my studio, so I'm just quietly testing things out here. I'm doing the wildlife stress test because it said the normal wildlife test. It said this device was too powerful. So I'm just doing the wildlife stress test and see how that goes. I'm not super into benchmarking, so I didn't even check what people are using these days for this sort of test. So I might be doing the wrong thing, but let's just see what these tests show us. Then I'm going to I've got some games. I'm going to get some Switch emulation going. I've downloaded one PC game. So we're going to test that on Game Hub. Yeah, I can talk a little bit about the hardware so long if that interests you. Whoops. A giant leap sideways, indeed. A giant leap just slightly to the left. Not to be political. Well, what a giant leap sideways. Yeah, dude. It's loud enough, but it's cool seeing it aside from photos. Oh, right. Cool. All right. So to talk about the hardware, if you are familiar with Retroid devices, it's got the dome switch D-pad, exactly the same. This is the Retroid Pocket 5, and this is the Retroid Pocket G2. And if you're like, I don't know where you are in the stages of like discovering this stuff, but the G2 is the newer mobile chipset from Snapdragon. I don't even know if it's in any other devices yet. So G2 Gen 2, very new chip, mobile chip. I just did the normal wildlife test with 3D Mark, and it said this chip was too powerful for that. So I'm running now the wildlife stress test, see if that works. Obviously, I mean, check here. 60 FPS running the wildlife stress test. This is running at 30 FPS. So we're definitely getting better performance. Let's see here. Yeah, we're in different stages of the test, so I'll leave my speculation for later. Anyway, so yeah, so this is arguably more powerful. And the things I've seen so far, The G2 chipset already is working with drivers. So you'll see when I open up Eden, they have already preempted. It's actually crazy how these launchers are working. They've already preempted the launch, and there are drivers that have been tweaked and ready to roll for this device. That was the speculation that this isn't going to work. Similar performance to 8 Gen 2. I literally haven't done much digging, but so this is the interesting thing. Speculative video saw online, some guy in China was testing it all out and running a bunch of benchmarks. And okay, they only did one specific benchmark. I'm not sure which benchmark it was, but they were getting a higher GPU performance from this. Sorry, it's opposite on my screen. This, the 8 Gen, the G2 Gen 2, they were getting a better GPU performance on here than an 8 Gen 2 device, which something like the AYN Portal, the Odin 2, all those have 8 Gen 2 chipsets, we're seeing better GPU performance on here. So in certain instances, I don't want to over commit here, but in certain instances, we are going to see better performance on here than on the Odin 2, the Odin, the Odin Portal, that big thing. Got it in my studio somewhere. And what else? We've got a couple of, like the Thor. The Thor just came out with the 8 Gen 2. The nice thing about the 8 Gen 2 is that it's tried and trusted. We've got drivers and all that. And so we were all nervous that there was not going to be support for these newer chipsets. But it is looking very promising indeed. This benchmark is taking forever. All right. Oh, the color, man. How cool is this color? My son is going to absolutely love this. I've already put a naughty game on here that he loves. So it looks like a Switch Lite, but then he can play that, plus he can play all the other things. RP5 Pro. Well, it's the Retroid Pocket G2. It is the RP5 Pro. You are correct. Yeah, way more. It's getting very warm here with the stress test. Oh, that's also a cool thing to check. The heat is here. I never really got much heat on here. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. The heat is the same. So the chip is in the same place. Hey, man, I'm getting distracted. Yes, we definitely are getting more performance on the new one. Yeah, I've put on some Switch games. Check the Switch Lite color on here. Let me try. This webcam's not focusing very well. But the color. So what's interesting about this color is it's a little bit more dull. I don't have a Switch Lite to compare it to. It's a dull-ish color, but really nice. The minor complaints I have is that the glass, I don't know if there's a like a blue blocker filter on here or something, but it's actually, you can even see it on the screen now. It's actually like yellower through the glass. So it discolors the blue. So you can see there, and then if I flip it over quickly, it's a different color here, which irks me. Let's see what everyone's saying here. It always sounded like the G2 means Retroid Pocket 5 Gen 2. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Caribbean water vibes, definitely. Well, it's Switch Lite vibes, isn't it? All right. I really wish Retroid would make a larger D-pad. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I have the AYN portal, which obviously, I'm lucky to have all these fancy things, and it is nice. I've been enjoying it lately. I've popped a bunch of like PC games on there, and I've been playing on there. And to have a bigger D-pad definitely is nice. But these dome switch D-pads that AYN and Retroid put out are great. The plastic feels the same on here. A nice sort of, it's not glossy. It's like a medium matte finish. And then you've got the same slightly sticky outy sticks, same ergonomics, nice triggers on here. I've always liked the triggers on the Retroid Pocket 5. Very good ergonomics for such a small device, Let's see what everyone's saying. Yeah, I guess so. I think they were just excited about the G2 chip. Yeah, I think the compromise. You've got only a certain amount of real estate on this device. If they had put the Portal D-pad on here, it would have just been way too big. It would have been ridiculous on here. So also balance of design, and Retroid do like a good design. Um, I'm interested to see the Retroid Pocket 6. I have a feeling it was shipped. I got a DHL notification yesterday. I'm interested to see the RP6 because actually scratch that. I doubt they're ready with the RP6 because they've barely finished the design. But what was I saying? I'm interested to see the design of the RP6 because the whole community outcry. I love that Retroid do listen to the community. It's very nice, but I feel like the what differentiates the RP6 from this RP5 design is gone. So if you look up now the Retroid Pocket 6, let's see if I can do that. There's a Retroid Pocket 6. Get a photo up here. Oh, cool. My video comes up first. Yay for me. Sorry, I lost you guys there for a second. Let's see if I can present my screen. Share screen. There. Let me just go here. You see, that looks just like that just looks just like the Retroid Pocket 5, don't you guys think? I mean, it's the old design had the buttons at the bottom. It's got that slight indentation here. I mean, even the buttons at the top are the same. It looks like the triggers are the same. It's got the nice translucent D-pad, which is great. But this is actually the Retroid Pocket 5 Pro. There's very little differentiating it from this this old design, the Retroid Pocket 5 design. I don't know what you guys think. Let's see what you guys. Shame no upgrade kit. I don't know anything about that. I think your Jordan, you seem to have been doing a lot of digging about the device. This just arrived today. I've just come off the Thor thing, so I haven't done a lot of digging about the Gen 2. So, I'm just sitting, tinkering around. What else do you guys say? Yeah, I agree. The RP6 should have kept that old design. Well, it's just, I know the community was like, yay, we won. But did you really? Because I think Retroid had a cool design to begin with. I know the whole D-pad up top thing was a big issue for a lot of people. I think personally, the D-pad up top was their trademark. But having the choice of D-pad or joystick up top, here's my conspiracy theory. I have a feeling that was their plan all along. And the whole community outcry was just them milking the community for more attention. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I don't have anything issue with that. I think if you want to, have a bit of a marketing trick out there, that's fine. All right. What to say? Other than minor form factor tweaks and control options, the hardware inside is now improving only incrementally. It'll be harder to sell devices en masse. Yeah, I don't know because we'll see it. I mean, I've been watching this. This is the now I've forgotten the wildlife it's a wildlife stress test, I think. And this G2 has been running at double the speed, quite literally double the speed of the Retroid Pocket 5 the entire time I've been running this benchmark. So you're getting more performance, like you just are. So your PS2, you're going to be running at crazy, like high resolutions if you're into that sort of thing. But I think the big thing for me with these new chips. So I was skeptical when I chatted to Russ from Retro Game Core on my podcast. He was like, the Elite 8 Elite, whatever you call it. The problem is the turnip drivers, the GPU drivers, the compatibility drivers. We are going to have an issue on these new chips. This G2 device, those drivers are already working. So what that means is it's not going to take long for GameHub to quickly do a few tweaks, and we're going to see decent PC game performance. That's the thing that I'm really excited about, because the new frontier for Android devices is to play our PC games on here. Like, that's why I've been playing around with the AYN portal in my home for personal use, because I love my this beautiful PC gaming device, but the battery life is absolutely atrocious. Like, it, the reason I didn't take it on my holiday with me with my wife is because it's just like, yeah, we can watch movies and stuff on it and use it as a tablet, but if I had to multitask on it, that battery is going to last less than an hour sometimes. So having PC games on ARM, I'm really excited about that. And having these new chips, if we can get the compatibility to be like expedited by the devs, we can see some exciting stuff in the future. All right, what are people saying? Kept exercising. I just wish so for those who don't know, because now we're actually talking about a different device. Let me just quickly share my screen again. So the Retroid Pocket 6, what happened was people lost their minds when they launched the new design, and you can watch my video about that. I did a little bit of view farming, and I spoke about the drama of it all. And Retroid released this with buttons at the bottom, and it was strictly a D-pad up top device. The community lost their minds like completely. It just went crazy all over the place. And the big argument was they hate the design and they hate the fact that there's only a D-pad up top. The big win, I think, for the community is that Retroid have said, okay, you can now choose, if you look here, D-pad top, stick top. So check that out. You can now choose that option, which is just fantastic. Like, well done, community, for fighting that fight. The issue I have is there were buttons at the bottom here, and I'm not going to use the buttons now that they've moved them to the back. Let's see if they've got a picture of the back of the device. No, they do not. So they've moved the customizable M1 and M2 buttons that were in the front here, which, by the way, made it look like a PS Vita or a PSP, and I loved that. The buttons are not at the back. I have back buttons on my AYN portal. I never use them. If I had M1 and M2 in the front here, I would have mapped them to something useful, and I would have used it all the time. So that's my opinion on that. So no, let me quickly go get my Odin 2 Mini. Bloody hell, the stress test was much quicker earlier. Now it's like taking jolly forever. I might just cancel it because the end result is this is at least 50% more powerful. So this is my Odin 2 Mini, and it's well documented that I absolutely love this device. It's just a thing of beauty. This is a well-designed thing. And I don't know. So to answer your question, that they send me whatever. So they will just send me what they feel like I should be doing. I am a D-pad up top, and I'm very vocal about it. So I'm hoping that the chap at Retroid will say to me, hey, what's your preference? Because nothing's going to replace this dude. This is a thing of beauty. All right. What else are you guys saying? And better. Oh, yes. So the Retroid, so going back to, we sidetracking to the Retroid Pocket 6 the whole time. But the speakers on the other one, on the Retroid Pocket 6 original design, the speaker holes were bigger. So now we've got smaller speaker holes, just like the Retroid Pocket 5 and the Retroid Pocket G2. So that to me was a loss. At the end of the day, audio on these things is not like world class, and you're not going to be sitting it, propping it up somewhere in your kitchen and listening to music while you cook dinner. But yeah, I mean, having a bigger speaker hole will make it more discreet. You can like, pump the music out to your ears at maybe a softer level and still get clarity. Little tweaks like that we now lost because we changed the design. People hate change. People hate change when it's not the change that they want, would have definitely set it's one of, I don't know what that person means. Odin 2 Mini is the prettiest handheld in existence. The Odin 2 Portal, man. Why? I've been using it a lot now. I think it's in my drawer in my bedroom. The Odin 2 Portal, that thing is a thing of beauty. It's an RP5. Yes, yeah, here we go. Wow. It's a Switch Lite. Don't tell Nintendo. Hey Ryan, yeah, it does look nice. Hey, so what I was saying is the tiny gripe I have with this color is that it gets discolored by the glass. You can sort of see it on screen here. My little suspicion, I have my theories, and they're almost always right because I'm a genius. I think there might be a blue blocker on this piece of glass, and it's actually making it look a bit yellow. Can you see that? So this is a nice bright turquoise blue, like someone said, like the Caribbean oceans. Caribbean? I don't know how to pronounce that. But then the glass makes it yellow. And I take issue with that. And I'm irate and angry. Oh, cool. The stress test is done. So I did the wildlife stress test. It is, as I said in my video, fucking hot, which is the South African word for beautiful, jokes. It's fucking means what it sounds like. It's the Afrikaans word for the F word. What does it say here? Best loop score, 11,300, 4,700 on the RP5. Lowest loop score, 8,800, 4,600. So like more than double on some of these things. Stability, 78%, 98%. So that's where new chipsets, maybe some stability issues are heading our way. Again, please, I am new to benchmarks. I'm still wrapping my head around this sort of thing. I mean, I love benchmarks. I watch lots of laptop reviews and that, but it's the first time I'm doing, I lie. I've done plenty of benchmarks. I just don't like doing them. There we go. That's the answer you're looking for. Oh, this one feels hotter, but it says here that the temperatures are pretty much the same. Frame rate. So here, 32 FPS to 84 FPS, 19 to 34 FPS. So that's, to me, like a number that makes sense in my brain. So in effect, slightly less stable right now in the performance department, but the brute force is there. Very exciting, man. Like, and like I said, this compared to 8 Gen 2, which is the Hey, Andrew's here too. Hello, Andrew. I'll read your comment now. The RP6 is it the RP6 or 8 Gen 2? Let me just go to the actual page here. What are we doing for specs? Sorry, I don't remember things just straight off the bat. 8 Gen 2, there we go, yes. So the RP6 is also, I'm doing a live stream and I can't do instant recall. The RP6 is 8 Gen 2, and what I saw with some speculative videos, there was a chap doing some benchmarking, and he noticed, I'm just going to put this out the way, he noticed that he was getting better graphical performance. So the GPU was performing better in the stress test. Now, obviously, real world is different, but the stress test on the G2 was better than the 8 Gen 2. So right now, as things stand, we are going to have a more stable, more compatible device in the Retroid Pocket 6 because, all the drivers and everything is ready. Game Hub is ready. Everything is ready for that device. But we might see over time some extra performance coming out of these newer mobile chips like this G2 as compatibility gets better. You nerds out there maybe weigh in on that because I am not a computer GPU, CPU expert. All right, Andrew says, when do you think we're going to get a Gen 2 in a smaller form factor like the Pocket Mini? Oh yeah, Andrew, because that is your that's your in-game device, isn't it? I think you said you want PS2 in a small little device. And to answer your question, Andrew, I think it's right around the corner. I would imagine that the successor to the Pocket Mini probably come out next year. It's probably going to be an Gen 2. Maybe the G2, which is kind of the same thing. I saw someone running, what's that? The Colossus game. Oh shit, my instant recall sucks when I'm doing a live stream. The Thing of the Colossus, that PS2 game that everyone does a test with, was running at like 2.5 times resolution at a high FPS, so that's good. Ryan Thomas says they buried the lead by announcing both new devices at the same time. This is a huge performance increase. Yeah, really. They should have announced this and the G2 and then announced the Retro Pockets. But you see, the reason I don't know if you know the history with Retroid, Ryan, but they had a huge drama a while back where it was the Retroid Pocket 3 and then the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus came out very shortly after that. And it was big drama because they more than buried the lead. They introduced a less powerful device and then brought it out its successor like shortly after that, and everyone was pissed, and like understandably so. So they just don't want that drama again. I'm just looking at the comments. Shadow of the Colossus there, man. Thank you. The brains, there we go. Everyone's brain is, yeah, man. I don't know what it is when I live stream. I must actually just like write some notes. I usually do, but I literally came from the post office. I played some guitar and then I sat down. I put that stress test on and I put on a live stream. So here we are. This is raw Aiden Walls. There's always drama with Retroid. Yes, definitely did play a role. Let me see if I've got some green tea for my throat. Always drama, hey? And that's why my sneaky suspicion is that they might have, from the beginning, with the Retroid Pocket 6, from the beginning, always wanted to do a D-pad and joystick up top option, like to be able to have those options. I don't know, my conspiracy theory is that whether they were going to do all the changes they were going to do, I feel like they wanted to create that drama, to create a bit of buzz, and then see what the community says. Because those changes happened incredibly quickly. The designers were at the ready. They were like, okay, just let us know what the community says and we'll make whatever changes you want. You know, that's my conspiracy theory there. Yeah, I don't know, Jordan, like 120 hertz. I'm a true retro gamer, so it just doesn't bother me. Like black frame insertion is sketchy at best. Like I've been doing a lot of black frame insertion and sometimes it just doesn't work. Like I just have to recalibrate the screen and I couldn't be bothered. I just want to play games. But yeah, I guess 120. It is nice for streaming. If you are into that heavy, I just use Steam Link. But if you are into like using Moonlight, setting your frame rates and getting that nice frame rate, which is cool. Like if you can do that, yeah, 120 hertz is cool. And then the RP6 makes sense for you. But yeah, let me just get Eden going here. So I'm gonna, all right, I've got to do that. Wow. I wonder if I'm allowed to, let me just take this off screen. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this switch. Just getting the product keys from my switch. I'm just quickly getting my switch out so that I can get the product keys. All right, so just talk amongst yourselves. I mean, we're never going to see massive jumps from PS1 and below on. Oh yeah. That is. I see what you mean. Like in terms of actual performance on the, we've surpassed that. Like that kind of thing is almost boring at this point. But when I talk about it, what I'm talking about is like Game Hub and Switch emulation and that sort of thing. That kind of the thing that I'm that's about. There we go. So for those who your firmware for Eden needs to be the 19.0.1. I'm just getting everything here. The ship date. When is the shipping date? I'm not going to go through all that drama now. Geez. Yeah. I really hope. I doubt we're going to see drama like that. I'm just getting my things done. Here we go. Switch prod. I have this on my PC, but I'm just getting it. There we go. What else is everyone saying? Yeah. Well, you see, once we reach the point where running Steam on an ARM-based device, whatever that becomes in the future, once we reach that as a norm, it's a whole different industry. That's a very exciting place to be, because now we have great battery life on PC gaming on an ARM device. Like that's like, how is that even a real thing? All righty. Okay, Dex, I can come back on the screen and do illegal things. Select the prod keys, firmware. Oh, I see it doesn't have that warning that you must only use the 19.0.1. That's a very new development. That was warning me of that just the other day. Yeah. So I've got some Wii U here as well. Only a few games, but for those who aren't into this sort of thing, this will help you to understand how this all works. I must say, like, this emulator is insane. Let me just check that my A button is my A button. Yes. It works so well. It feels a little bit naughty. Recommended driver, kimchi latest. It literally tells you what to do. So let's get that one. Successfully. I mean, this is crazy. Coming from someone who's been doing this like as a YouTube channel for 4 years, It's just insane how far things have come. I think Hades has some extra things. So here, what I can do is add-ons. So I go here, updates and DLCs, and I go to my Hades. It is update. There we go. How can I thought the game changer for me, lol. NES previously, and always great, man. It is so, so nice. It's such a lovely device. I think they made a good choice going for 8 Gen 2 there because reliability. And so, you know, as long as we can get good 3DS and well, obviously NDS is going to be fine, but as long as we can get good 3DS performance on the Thor, then, you know, we're good to go. All right. I want to quickly, this Mario never works, Mario Kart 8. So let's just see. Yeah, doesn't work still. Okay, never mind. Where are all my ROMs? I must not like some of them. That's interesting. I must have installed something incorrectly because the games that usually just work aren't working. All right, a little bit of Hades. I'm just going to put the audio up. It's not going to come across.
Of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully. Goodbye, Father. To help this place.
All righty, let's have a look. I mean, it feels very smooth. It feels very smooth to me. I'm not feeling any I mean, obviously there's always a bit of input delay, but that doesn't feel like it. Feels really good. Wow, it feels so smooth. Oh, I've got to fight everyone now. This feels good. And I mean, I don't know, maybe the Retro Pocket 5 audio is great, but these speakers are excellent. Very punchy, very crisp, very clear audio.
There she is. It's got to be her.
Hey, noble person. Now, let's get you from that.
You're on rehab. Sorry about that. The drug has been introduced.
I'm hurt. Can't heal myself, but I can fight.
Let's see. FPS 60. La la la. Die. Oh, nice. Actually, if you're addicted to this, let me just turn this on. I haven't actually gotten into this game much. I know Retro Tech Dad is a massive fan. Just I have limited time, so if I'm gonna play a game, I really like story-based games. Oh, there we go. Oh. So I'll rather play a little narrative game than spend time playing something like this. While I'm playing, does anyone know why my other ROMs aren't registering? I might have done something wrong while I was setting it up without realizing it, because I'm a bit distracted with the live stream. So if you saw me make a mistake, let me know so I can get it wrong. Sonic Shadow. Okay, so that's playing absolutely perfectly. Now, where are my ROMs, dude? Let's see if someone answered me. Yeah, it should run at 60. I've only got one game on Game Hub right now. Loving that turquoise color. No, it's exactly the same buttons. I already checked. No, we can't do crotch time. Sure, you're obviously an old time. I haven't done crotch time in a few episodes. Maybe I should just keep it going. Hello, welcome. Firmware shows certain ROMs. Maybe I should. Let's go here. Interesting. Maybe I should just get. Hang on. Maybe I should put a better version of the firm, not a better, a newer version of the firmware. Fortunately, my internet is super fast, man. For my new video, I'm planning on doing. I'm trying to figure out how, like, I don't want to rip people off for the sake of ripping them off. And so I think the Australian accent for Seth, the talking head, the audio head, is a little bit like on the nose and a bit rude to Australians. So I was thinking of rather doing some sort of South African accent and ripping off people who are doing stupid things in South Africa. So let me know what you think of that. Yeah, the buttons are loud. Okay, let's do that. Oh, you know what it is? That's my prod keys that are wrong. Download. I mean, not download. Get from my server. Man, I can't find the prod keys. There. Let's see here. She's just giving me the firmwares for some reason. Ah, this usually takes me 2 minutes. That's why I didn't do it off screen. There. Yeah, Fokula. Let's go switch put keys. Yeah. There we go. That should do it. Oh. Nearly there. Ah. So what's everyone saying? Third on Google. I won't put that one publicly. Well, he's not Googling. He's pulling from his own device, obviously. Obviously. Like, stop. Yeah. Stop implying that I'm doing bad things. Versions. Yay. Okay, here we go. Found it. Sure. Now you can see how much preparation I put into my videos because this is pathetic. Okay, let's just go game folder. No, not game folders. Eden data. Hey. There we go. Go to downloads. Keys. Yes. Haha, look at that, people. All right. I'm going to see if I can't. I'm just going to leave that for now. Let's see if Sonic Frontiers works. We always have some graphical issues there. Hey, Catwo. Yes, very much. This, I was doing a benchmark test at the beginning of the stream, and like pretty much 50% better performance from this, from the Retroid Pocket 5 to the new G2. So it did show lower stability, which is to be expected. It's a new chip, but give it time, and I think we are going to see, like, someone said, hey, just tell us if it's worth it. This is definitely, like, even I think if you are wanting to sell your Retro Pocket 5 and buy this, I think it's worth it. You are going to get quite a bit of, if you're a performance hog and you are wanting to get into things like Game Hub, you want to get the very best of Switch emulation. I do think, I think someone like Russ will be like, whoops, will be like, be more cautious, blah, 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 which is true. But I think the compatibility has happened way faster than we expected. And I think we're going to see much better performance on here than the RP5 in the coming weeks. Three months. Is it really that long for it to ship? I haven't checked the... Hello, Berior. Welcome. I haven't checked on that. I'm not sure. Okay, let's quickly skip. Yep. Okay, this is a game that I emulate quite regularly, so I will know if there's anything funny going. It's pretty much the same. It's like that's where the shadows are too dark. Audio is very nice, eh? Audio really is good. I think it was Jordan Dickerson on this feed, seems very knowledgeable, and was saying that there was an update recently that improved the audio, and I can see that. I mean, performance is pretty good. Hey, this is the performance I'm getting on my Portal. Like, I mean, I don't want to get too excited, but it feels, again, just like when I was playing Hades, it feels smoother. It feels like I'm getting a smoother experience on here. Am I wrong? I don't know. Time will tell. It just feels smoother. Look at that great C rating. Who's the bitch now? All right. What's everyone been saying? Secret to Mario Kart is default driver. Okay, cool. I'm not going to fiddle with that now. Hey, man. I dominated it is, and then I just the curvature off. That's my go-to one. And then there's one. It's like a Dutch name. There's another one for higher end game systems that I like, but I can't remember it now. Right now, sorry. Let's see. Open world Sonic. Again, this the graphical issues are the same, but you can play around with drivers. I was playing on my Portal this weekend, and you can improve the graphics a little bit with drivers. Like guys on Reddit are always giving recommendations. Go away. I just want to play the game. Oh, there we go. That was a little bit glitchy. I'm sure I selected the I know how to play this game thing. Yeah, I see the shadows are really dark, but very smooth. Man, emulation for Switch has gotten so good. It's crazy. Dear. I haven't tweaked the res at all. The resolution is just default resolution. Okay. Let's pop on. Oh, whoops. I don't want to. Gosh, I want to put in the updates. And I'll just put on the recommended GPU driver. Just getting it all set up here. So there we go. Just updating my Sonic X, one of my favorites. Indeed, we can. Yeah, I don't know about that. Hey, 90% performance. That is really being cheeky. Whoever said that is lying. I'm glad you like the G2. It really is great. I got mine in black and been testing it out like crazy. Oh, so you've got one. Okay, so far I don't see that many notable differences from the Odin Mini before. Yeah, hey, it is kind of crazy how good the performance is. For me, the only word I can use to describe it is smoothness. I, with the HN2, still get glitches, and I'm sure I will. There we go, audio crackling, but it might just need to buffer. Ooh, this doesn't happen on HN2. But just as I'm saying, but so far those two games were very, very smooth. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the excitement, and it's kind of like an FU to Nintendo, I think, because they've become so litigious. There's a lot of graphical. So I'm sure if I do some tweaking, I can fix this. But the audio sucks at the moment. From the middle of nowhere in USA. Hello. I think these days we all feel like we're in the middle of nowhere. The lonely planet has gotten lonelier. Hey, another G2 owner. All right. I tested my G2 against my Thor in Geekbench 6, and difference was 7% on the single core and 10% on the multi-core in favor of the Thor. Okay. All right. What's a Geekbench 6? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to run a bunch of, what you call it? Benchmarks. All right. Let's get told. Okay. I'm going to put the audio on, even though it's bothering me. Very crackly. Okay, this is very stuttery. But like I say, I'm pretty sure if I just do some tweaking, I'll get my HN2 performance. Ah, what a game. I'm a Sega person. Like, Sega was huge in South Africa. So for me, the nostalgia on these Sonic games, it's like every time I play this game, I think to myself, wow, look how much better it is than when I was sitting in my cousin's lounge playing Sonic 2 or whatever it was on the Mega Drive. So cool. I'm like a little kid. Yay! So good. Okay, what's the FPS here? So we're just under 30 FPS. There, 30. Ach man, I can't forget her. There we go. This is the moment of power. Cool. Okay, so audio stutter, which I will fiddle with and reveal in my review. But I mean, that's still very smooth. Tetris is obviously going. Actually, I mean, let's see if it doesn't work. Then that'll be interesting. How's it? What did I miss? Oh, you're only like. It's getting weird because I'm starting to act weird, which means we've been going for at least an hour and a half. So I did a little benchmark test in the beginning. Discovered that so this is the Retro Pocket 5. That our performance is at least 50% better on here. We also saw that the GPU performance on some benchmarks is showing a higher performance on the G2 than on the 8 Gen 2. So that's an interesting little thing that we've seen. And then this chap, Phoenix, he said he's done a Geekbench test and he noticed slightly better performance on the 8 Gen 2. So we essentially are getting a newer chip with kind of 8 Gen 2 performance. 8 Gen 2 is going to be more reliable on the Retroid Pocket 6. So we're going to see like straight out the box great performance all over the place on the Retroid Pocket 6. But by the time the Retroid Pocket 6 comes out, the compatibility on this thing, so my stability rating was lower on this device than on the previous gen Retro Pocket 5, but that stability rating is going to go up as things become more stable on this device. We also am running Android 15 on here, which I noticed the Android is a little bit different and a little bit like more modern, you know. Jordan, so the person that said, what did I miss? Jordan is quite knowledgeable. He's been testing this G2 and just saying, you know, just got to pick your drivers a bit more wisely for this device. Yes, Rory, the color looks fantastic, but the glass discolors it a little bit, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, but it isn't nitpicking. I'm thinking about ordering the RP6. The only thing is, I don't know about the ergonomics because I have pretty big hands. This is a tale as old as time, my friend. So let me just quickly do the screen share again. We seem to have a lot of newcomers. They do have, straight out the box, they are going to have grips and check. Ooh, colored grips. So if you get the lilac, purple, whatever it is, you get a matched grip. That is going to make a huge difference. So you know, I complain about the ergonomics on the Thor, but if you get a grip, it's going to make a huge difference. What happened? If you do have big hands, you know, I have a family member, he's got like massive hands, and I would rather get a bigger device like the Odin 2 or the upcoming Odin 3 or the Odin Portal. Portal needs a grip. So I think the Odin 2 or the Odin 3 is good for you. The other one is the Iron Neo Pocket Fit, which everyone is raving about. I haven't tested it, so don't take my word for it. But I know Russ, I know Tech Dweeb, I know they both love it. It's like replaced other devices. So the Iron Neo Pocket Fit is also a good one to check out there. Hope drivers come out soon. The drivers, so you just need to pick the drivers. And Eden, the emulator for Switch, have already done a little bit of like homework for you there, and you just pick the most compatible driver. I played this, so we are busy emulating Switch at the moment, and I play this Tetris Effect all the time. So I'm just testing it. We should have no problem, but I just want to check on this chipset that we are not going to have any problems. 5 a.m. in Canada. Oh, yeah, I forget. But you see, I just got the device. I just thought I'd do a live stream. Okay, we've been going for an hour, and I'm just rambling on. Just, you know, it's new, and I thought some people would be keen to be here for the experience as I experience it. I got it. DHL drops off at my wife's shop. I walked down, I walked back, and here we are, folks. I played a bit of guitar, and then I sat down and did this live stream. So like, for instance, there's someone on the feed here, Jordan. He has been testing this for a lot longer than I have, and he's been giving us some tips on the chipset. And then someone else also did a Geekbench test to explain to us that the Gen 2 is only slightly better in performance. So my theory is, if this is a new chip and we're only seeing slightly better performance, like raw performance on the Gen 2, will we eventually, with compatibility drivers, end up seeing slightly better performance? I don't know. Probably not, because, you know, it's a raw power issue rather than compatibility issue, but one can dream. So, but I think the important thing to note here is that if you are an RP5 user and you don't want to get the Retro Pocket 6, you want to maybe just get this is a worthwhile upgrade. You're going to see considerable amounts of performance. Don't take me to the bank on that, because we might not see a massive bump. Like, we might see a Game Hub, there's only like 2 extra games at work or whatever. But I am quite hopeful. I am bullish. Hello. 9 a.m. Okay, I'm like, what the hell? You guys in the same country in a different time. 6 a.m. in Arizona. Nice. 10 a.m. in Brazil. We're all around the world. This is so cool. I tell you, like, it's crazy doing this. This is just like by the way thing, is that I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And I went through some of my music videos because I want to like curate my music channel and start putting out some music again. And I had a video there 11 years ago. I had to change the lyrics of the song because it was a song about my wife, and I was like, we've been going this for over 10 years. We just had our 20th anniversary. And doing YouTube, like when I had 1,000 subscribers, I was like, wow, all these people following me. And as the audience grows, like having that connection to people all over the world, and like even now starting to have people locally going, hey, Aiden, your video was cool about this, that, and the next thing. It's such a crazy experience. And to have people connected through the thing you do, it's just mind-blowing and humbling. I don't know, I'm getting sidetracked there, but it is quite a thing to see that I've been on the platform for over 10 years, and to see a little bit of success now and to be enjoying it as much as I am. I'm very grateful. Oh, the light purple for the Retroid Pocket 6 is so cool. Sly 2 would be cool. I don't have any. If you're talking about Sly Cooper on the PS2, I haven't got any. Actually, I might have some PS2, but I don't think I'm going to be able to set that up now. D-Tech Dweeb. Huh? All right. So I'm just going through the comments. Where I'm in Canada, it's 8 a.m. The other person, yeah. Let's keep it up that you took the bank screwed. The people that I've been seen running tests on this show is more than doubling this. Yeah, that is what we found. About 50% better performance than the Retroid Pocket 5. Whether that materializes in anything meaningful is still to be seen. What I've seen in this limited live stream is that a lot of the games are smoother, which is very nice. 2 p.m. and yeah, it's 3 p.m. in South Africa. Germany is the correct part of the world. You Americans and Canadians are in the wrong part of the world. It's too early there. Noon at Azores. Wow, it's crazy. Thanks so much for doing this, guys. Like midnight in Sydney, just crazy. Oh, by the way, Wes, is it? I've been contemplating. I feel bad for like ripping off an Australian accent for that Seth the test head. Honestly, do you find it offensive? I had one comment recently saying, "Oh, hey, I'm Australian and this video sucks. You aren't funny at all." So I just want to know, is it offensive? I'm considering maybe just rather doing South African, like ripping off South Africans, the silly things they do, because I don't know, maybe it's not right to rip off other countries. Anyway, I just wanted to know if it was offensive to you. International Aiden, yeehaw. Maybe that's why I'm not getting so much blowback, because people think I'm Australian. Oh gosh. Yeah, Matthew, I must say, like I've been looking at a lot of comedy, and like some comedy is just like tone deaf, you know, where they are ripping people off. And like, for instance, like, yeah, you know, like I'm not going to make racial jokes, or like, you've got to be aware, maybe you're like, for instance, colonialism, like, you know, people going around the world and claiming they are better than everyone else just because of their culture and their heritage. Like, that is not a nice thing to make jokes about, especially if you are have benefited from colonialism and then you make jokes about other people. That's tone deaf and terrible. So I've been contemplating, you know, how to do that sort of thing. But I thought the Australian thing was quite funny. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just want to be able to have fun and laugh with people. So I don't want to make fun of people, you know, unless they deserve it. G2 in turquoise, or getting the GameCube color, because I never got an RP5. Yeah, I don't know. This is very nice. Okay, let me play some games and then you guys can do comments. I'm just going to turn the audio up a little bit to see. I think the audio is fine. I must say, this is getting flipping hot. So heat at the moment is pretty intense on this thing. Not unbearable, because the heat is there, so you're not really going to feel it, but it is getting pretty warm. Good point. Touche, Jordan. That is like, it's so true. Like, you're offending me because you're making a voice, but I'm just going to go break the law today. Do you have the fan on? Good point. It's on standard, so probably not. Let's put it on performance. Oh, that's just the performance. And then let's put it on smart. There we go. Let's do that. Oh, that's something we haven't touched on. I heard someone mention this, that it has a very whiny fan. I can confirm it has a very whiny fan. Oh, I hate that. That is noisy. Noisy AF. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention when I was just recording my unboxing is Retroid know how to do a rumble motor. Like as much as I love Anbinic devices, their rumble motors are terrible. They feel and sound like the rumble motors on like an old BlackBerry, whereas this feels like a PlayStation or Xbox controller. It's just a decent rumble, really nice. Let's see what everyone's saying here. I just put it in performance mode, where I was playing like an idiot, and now, but it was interesting because now I've put the fan on and it's whiny AF. No, I didn't. What a loser. So actually, let's go back. Although I usually try to stay away from that because of the fan noise, but let's. What was the game that was crackling here? Let's see now. Let's put it on high performance, and let's see what happens. Yes, there's still audio crackle, man. It is much noisier than the RP5. It's whinier. So the RP5 definitely like goes, the fan kicks in, but it's whiny. It's whiny. It's not as bad as the RG447M, but it's getting into that region. Yeah, we still got audio crackle here, man. Ugh, I didn't want to go to Shadow Story. Oh, can you hear this?
The genius Professor Gerald Robotnik sought to create the ultimate life form. He called this
No, whiny like the RG447M.
alongside Gerald's ailing granddaughter, Maria.
Okay, so this game's not running any better. Sonic Frontiers was fine, and Hades was fine. So actually, we haven't really tested much here. Let's run the intro sequence of Stray. Yeah, Joe, and it's just not any better, Jordan. Yes, the fan is on. The fan is on, and it is noisy, and it is starting to cool down now. Yeah, so that's like my natural disposition. I always, even on my portal, I usually don't put the performance mode up because of the noise. I also have a partner who sleeps. Although lately I've just been passing out. Let's check here. Okay, I'm gonna just test the Stray intro sequence, and then I'm going to play the one PC game that I downloaded. Oh, totally. Yeah. In the summer, we put a fan on, and then as soon as it gets to winter, you don't know how you're going to sleep without a fan. My son like keeps the fan on well into winter because he loves white noise. Hey, Dead Fred. Hello. What games are you currently playing, and what device do you constantly go back to? So, personally, I have been using the RG447. So I've been moaning about the fan, but I've been playing the RG447, and I've been playing NES games on it. So I play like just on low power mode, and it is like fantastic. I don't know if you guys can see very clearly. It's a dark game. Okay. And I've been playing the Portal recently, specifically to play Switch games, and I've just been testing GameHub, like downloading GameHub games and seeing if there's been any improvements. Like last night, I discovered I couldn't play Fort Solis, so that Mars game. It's a narrative game where you like walk around, and third person walk around thing where you go to a Mars base, and there's people that have disappeared. It's like a thriller, and that doesn't play. I think something to do with DirectX. The drivers aren't correct or whatever. So I can't get that game to play, but I've gotten a lot of games to play on the Portal. So Portal is my handheld of choice at the moment, and the RG447M. Those are the two handhelds that I play the most right now. It is not a well-planned show. This is me raw and raw. Cool. I was watching a video yesterday. There we go. Dead Fred, fan. There's a fan. We have a fan on the feed here. Dead Fred, do you have the G2 already? Deliver Us to Mars? What reference is that? No, the game is called Fort Solace. That's a different game, I'm guessing. Oh, Chrono Trigger, man. My heart. What a game. What a game. RP Classic, I think. Yeah. Played in 8x7. What a game. Artwork is just, that is a game. Yeah, Jordan agrees. Played on the Classic. Yeah, it is nice, but I just play NES on it. Yeah, I don't bother with better buttons. Yes, I actually do get better buttons because I've given up on Sakura retro modding because every time they tried to ship to me and it just got sent back. I think they shipped from France or somewhere. Anyway. Stray looks good. Yeah, let's see. Sorry, we are getting distracted. I've forgotten what I'm supposed to do again. I've got to go sleep. I can't hear anything. We got 30 FPS. It might be limited to 30 FPS. Building shaders. It's called Forts. Oh, now I've forgotten it, man. It's a great game. All right. Is anyone a fan of Stray? I'm the sort of person who just gets into a game thoroughly, but then never finishes it. There are a few games that I have finished, but like I love this game, but I don't know if I'll ever finish it. It's such a lovely, lovely game. Such a clever game. I think with the channel, I end up getting distracted very easily. Maybe this is I should commit to finishing it on a holiday or something. Matt, we are here, Matt, and we are here to help you with your big life decisions. Oh, the buttons made your 477M like a new device. That's cool. All right, let's see. Chrono Trigger on my DS. I just love is it SNES? The SNES version on a nice 4x3 screen. I actually played it on the Portal and I nearly finished it. It's just such a good game. Oh, cool. You love Stray. Yes. Thank you. Fort Solace. That's the game I'm playing. Very, very cool game so far. I've just started. It does count. Deadfred, did you answer? Do you have a G2? You can finish games. I'm in good company here. Yeah, we do. Yeah, narrative games. I will finish a narrative game if it's got a good story and it's easy to play. I just kind of go and I play. What's the button for? What's the meowing button? Press A to meow. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've got audio here, man. Yeah, no, this isn't running very well. See, that's the one thing I don't like about this game is how like you'll see a control option and it'll just disappear. No audio. It looks like it's going to crash. Might be a driver issue. Oh dear. Oh, that was bad. Okay, let's go on to a PC game. There we go. Jordan Dickerson says Chrono Trigger on DS on the Thor is the best experience. So buy a Thor. Who was the person that was saying it? Buy a Thor. Play it on the play Chrono Trigger on the Thor. That is the way to do it. It's the most expensive and the best way to do it. So if you don't do that, then what are you doing with your life? All right. Let's open Game Hub. Zpoos. Yeah, I know. I said to Russ, sheesh, because he was like, oh, I finished the game. And it was like a year and a half later. Oh, you reckon? I do have the update here. Go check it out. Let's actually see if I do. I'll do that later. Let's go back to Eden, just for those who are interested. Let's see. Okay, let's first check GPU. Let's see if it recommends any other GPUs. No, let's go here. And then let's do add-ons. Let's see if I've got my add-on here. Stray. Yes, I do. Okay, let's install that and see what happens. Dead Fred loves his Thor. Don't we all? We all love our Thor. Yeah, chipset is interesting. Yeah, so I've been moaning about the glass discoloring the color, but I must say, when it arrived, I wanted the yellow. I think I would have preferred the yellow, but I am positively impressed with this color. Oh, I need to quickly check my phone. I might need to go get my kids. Doesn't look like it. My messages aren't blowing up. So that's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call this to an end soon. I have to go get my daughter in a little while. But let's fire up Stray, and then let's fire up the PC game that I have installed, just to see how that goes. A game that I know works, but I know I have a few little graphical issues on the HN2. Let's see if we've got a bit of audio. So, oh, there we go. We got audio. Okay. Sure. Jordan, what would I have done on live stream without you? I need to calm myself and just have a presence of mind. Now we got some weird. Oh, graphics are weird. Have to try some drivers. Might need to buffer. You see. Oh, that is very strange. Oh no. Let's just try this. I just want to try something. Let's just restart. Might just need a little restarty poo. Because it seems to have started where I left off, which may have caused an issue. Oh, yes. You did say that, and I even clicked on your comment. Oh. All right. Oh, it feels right. Stray on here. If it works, I'm going to just play it through on here. There we go. Yay. Meowing is working. Smooth AF. 30 FPS. Boom. Go, cat, go. I just so this is made by Annapurna. I watched a movie the other day of theirs. I love their content. They did What Remains of Edith Finch, and that is such a cool game. If you want like a cozy story, What Remains of Edith Finch, very nice, small little indie game. Well, I don't know if it's classified as indie, but it's not a massive game. Hello, cat. Oh, shame. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go fall down the pipe. La la la. Okay, well, it looks like it's playing well. All right. Yeah. So I just updated it and everything. Cool. Okay, so Game Hub. Game Hub Zipoos. There you go. All right. BioShock. What a game. So this will be a good also ergonomic test because this is a trigger heavy game. Oh, so if game is over 8 GB RAM, this device can't handle even with RAM swap. Have no idea, man. Ask Jordan. He says it doesn't make a difference. Help with the interface for Android and multitasking doesn't do anything for performance in games. I'm just gonna disable the HUD. Okay. Oh, great audio. Nice. Yeah, that grip looks really nice. The grip that Retroid are selling. Let me just go there so I can show you. There you go. Check that out. It's got some nice bumps. Some nice little bumpy poos to go into your hand there. Remove. Another game that I haven't finished. But every time I come to it, I'm like, what a game. So nice. I turned the brightness up. Let's just turn it down a bit. You see, it is time to end the stream. So far, so good. Wonder if it's loaded my save. Hey, Ruyop. No, they don't sound better. I think it's just they've done some tweaks to it, firmware tweaks and that. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same speakers. I will confirm in my review because, you know, that's difficult to say now. To me, it sounds better, but I haven't played the Retroid Pocket 5 admittedly in a while, in a month or so. So, well, actually, I play these things constantly, but maybe 2 weeks. I haven't played the Retro Pocket 5. I don't know when the update came. So, yeah. All right, let's see what's. I think I said new game instead of load game. And let's just see what it does. Did notice that the second screen management is improved. I think thanks to Android 15. Thanks, Derek. I'm trying, man. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring, like I can do research and regurgitate facts, but I just want to make a dent in the universe. I want to put out content that's going to make people smile, make people feel good, like infotainment. Yeah, okay, cheapest. I always get annoyed by these people that talk about me in the third person and I'm right next to them. Rude, pretentious. Well, smooth so far. Let's see once we got some graphical things going on. I've forgotten who James Hoffman is now. I do remember that comment though. Oh, cool. I didn't know you could do that. Now I've seen his face. Hey, man. Cool. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that. Well, like I say, I've always wanted to develop a channel that is not that sounds like the way I'm thinking, like not about me, but rather about my personality. Because I want to have a voice. Like I want to say something. I don't just want to be a reviewer. Wow, Derek, thanks. I don't know if you want me to publicize that, but thank you very much. Hey, Lilypad, no, I am not streaming this game. This is on GameHub. And so far, this game does play quite well on the HN2, so I'm not breaking any... Shit. I'm not breaking any boundaries here. But what I have been saying constantly throughout the stream is it just feels so smooth. Really nice. The controls don't feel delayed. There was a little glitch. Okay, so scroll once. Let's do it again. Okay, one. There we go. I mean, this OLED screen on a game like this is it's freaking fantastic, man. Look at that. I genuinely am a retro gamer at heart. Like every time I do something like this, I'm just amazed that these sorts of things exist. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do next. I think I'll just have to wait. Ah, there we go. All right. Oh, you're talking about yeah. I think I did look it up when you mentioned it. Hey there, the temperature's like completely gone down now. It's not struggling to play this PC game at all. So that's very cool. I can turn the HUD on now. So this is Bioshock Infinite on Game Hub. And the GPU is running at 40%, CPU is running at 96%, RAM 50%, so 4 gigs of RAM. Okay, we are right in the middle of cutscenes, so I doubt it's pushing the limits. Let's see what it does when it loads to the next scene. Hey, there are concerns. I mean, the fact that you need to sign in with your Google account. There is GameHub Lite, which the dev just stopped developing. I don't know. I mean, it's developed by GameSir, who are a company. So you know, if they ever do anything sketchy, like the community will lose their minds. Yeah, that's also a fair point. Hey, man, yes, this is Bioshock Infinite. So as Jordan says, you know, the grip is great for this sort of gaming. I haven't started gaming yet, but the problem with a device like this is there's a very short space where the buttons are, where the thumb has to be, and where your triggers are. And then there's nothing for your hand to grip onto. So you end up holding it like this, which is very cramped. If you've got small hands, it's actually fine. And also you end up holding it like this for ergonomics. So I'm not a big grip guy, so I've got the grip for the Odin 2 Portal, but I never use it. But just by the way, still 50% RAM. I'm happy to play a device like this. I guess it's because I'm spoiled because of the YouTube channel. I can just switch to a different device if I'm not happy with the ergonomics. This is going to cramp. Like if you sit in bed for 2 hours playing a game, you can tell where I play games. Okay, here we go. Let's see what the RAM does. No glitching as I walked into the room. So, you know, as you start a new area, things tend to load and glitch, and there was no glitching. Look at the graphics on this. This is an old game. What the actual? It's so good. As someone with a religious background, this whole scene has just got an eerie beauty to it. It's so good. Yes. We're in heaven, he reckons. Yeah. And he's cynical like I am. Yeah. I mean, anything with nice colors and graphics is going to look great on you. Such a good scene with the water. This is way ahead of its time. So cool. RAM still sitting at 52%. CPU is pumping. GPU is only 50%. Oh, creepy. Creepy cult. I don't remember what I must do. I did in the video. Oh. So I'm just checking the comments here. Yeah, I mean, the thing with graphics, like I was thinking about that today because my son is young and he's super into Sonic Racing at the moment. And so I thought about that, how good the graphics are on Sonic Racing. You know, it's a cool game. But then he also loves playing Ice Climber for the NES and what's that? Snow Bros. Like he also loves that because the artwork is good. It's about artwork, you know, like something looking beautiful and what have you. Accept baptism. Yeah. The FPS 60. 60 FPS, running 60, 59. Let's see when I'm gonna just play until I have to shoot somebody. Hey, Chicken McNuggets? Yes. Sorry, Chicken McNuggets. Left you hanging there. They're giving the option, D-pad and joystick. Like revolutionary thing. I mean, that's just amazing. Hello, Jose. Game and console. This is the Retroid Pocket G2, and we are running Bioshock Infinite via Game Hub. You have stumbled upon the nerdiest stream ever, but we are desperately trying to make this mainstream. It's quite a while before I actually get into any combat, isn't it? Do you think the Odin 3 is better than the Conquer? Oh, that's jump. The best underground tech. The nerdiest, nicest bunch of people you'll ever meet. All right. Isn't there a way I could quickly bypass and just start fighting someone? Yeah. Can start running. This game is incredible. I'm so glad I downloaded this for the stream. FPS 44, 45. RAM 50. GPU 39. There, yeah. I literally said to someone the other day, I was like, what is the point of a beard if I just have to shave it off the whole time? I'm in battery saver mode now, so things are going to start getting hairy. Still running at 50%. That's the thing about an ARM chip, man. You can just push it to the very end. Like we've been running, I was at about 80% battery, and we've been running for almost 2 hours. I mean, that's crazy. Let's just go. Ah. I feel like I'm close to the point where I start fighting people. You get to that where they're doing the show, then they discover it's you, and then they're like, "Ah, you're a bad guy," and then you start shooting people. Oh, here we go. Such a creepy game. That's what I say, as someone with a religious background who kind of did get caught up in a cult, I relate to this game so much. Um, find the girl. Isn't that what we always have to do? Yeah, I don't do Movember. Okay, like just by the way, if I do try to grow something, I look ridiculous. I don't know if that's directed at me, but yes, I do own a Steam Deck. I bought Tech Dweeb's old Steam Deck. This is where I discovered that he is just a lovely human being. Is he went through great expense to get me the Steam Deck. Okay, I don't know where I'm going now. The DHL and everything, we had to post it to me at least twice, maybe more than 2 times from Canada. And eventually we gave up and he just sent it DHL. It cost something like $200 to ship. And he was like, my treat. At that stage, I did not have the ability to ship something like that at that cost. And he sent it to me. And so the Steam Deck was everything at one point. But then iNeo sent me their 2S. And I just used the 2S. I love that thing. Sorry. Tech Dude's brilliant, man. He's done so well. And every time I took a love potion, I think. Every time I look at his channel, he's just got more subscribers. I mean, the dude works. He's a machine. Like, I'm taking a bit of a quieter week this week. Oh, come on. He goes from one video to the next. He's just like, cool, onto the next one, onto the next one. I think I'm supposed to compile this thing. There we go. Yeah, whereas I need a break, TechDweeb just keeps going. Also, I've got a business to run. I have a social media business, so it's very difficult to grow my channel rapidly. There was a little glitch there. I don't know if you saw it. So we are having the little graphical glitches that you always experience. Hey, man. Hope you're having a good day. BF, best friend. Okay, I think I am going to just sit here and play till the cows come home, and I need my daughter needs to come home. So I am going to call it quits. So in summary, to everyone who's still here, I see the stream is still going. Like we've still got lots of people on the stream. I'm sorry it's quit. I think what happened was I started before America woke up, and now America's waking up and they're asking questions. That Aiden guy is pretty cool too. He's all right. The summary here is we do have 50% more brute force than the Retroid Pocket 5. So in terms of upgrading, I do think it's worth it. If you want to sell this and get this, there's no harm. You are going to just be, future-proofing yourself. The Snapdragon 865 on this thing was always a little bit of a, like, we were all frustrated with it, but it was great. It worked out well. But I do think this G2 thing is slowly but surely going to get more and more support. We're going to see more drivers getting better with it. So you saw when I played Switch, I did a few things wrong because I'm just distracted with the stream. And once I got it up and running, everything played quite well. I got Stray working nicely, a couple of other games there. So check out the comments. There's a lot of information there. What else? The color is great. I personally would prefer the yellow, but this blue is lovely too. My son is going to go crazy for this thing. I'm going to put some secret console games on there for him. He likes the one with the plumber. That is wonderful. So I'll put that on for him. And I think it is a lovely device. I think the Retroid Pocket 6, if you're anxious, is only going to come out in a little while. The Retroid Pocket 6 is so similar. I think we're going to get interesting comparative performance. It's going to be vary because of the two different chipsets, but one is not much more powerful than the other. So that's going to be super interesting to see what happens there. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace and love. And look out for the video. I'm going to take everything that I learned from this and put it into the video. I'm going to do a lot of game testing, a lot of comparisons between this and the Retroid Pocket 5, and then we'll see where we end up. We'll leave that there. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much. Cheers.